They say betrayal always comes from those closest to you. And for Lena, that couldn't have been more true. She wasn't naive. She didn't expect fairy tales or perfect loyalty from everyone in her life. But she did believe in one thing, that her best friend and her boyfriend would never be the same person betraying her at the same time. This story, it didn't start with fireworks or drama. It started quietly with a few glances and ended with a wedding that never happened. So buckle up, because this is not just a story about lies, it's about trusting your gut when everyone else calls you crazy. Lena was 30, a graphic designer, comfortably living in the city, 2 cats, a quiet boyfriend, and what she thought was an unshakable friendship. Rachel had been her best friend since they were 16. They met in detention, Rachel for skipping class, Lena for correcting a teacher one too many times. It was one of those rare, immediate clicks. Over the years, they had shared breakups, makeups, late night heartbreak ice cream, holidays, jobs, and even a few ill advised tattoos. Ethan came into Lena's life 3 years ago. He was steady, kind, and had the energy of a human golden retriever. Not flashy, not poetic, just solid. And Lena liked solid. Rachel liked him too, or so she thought. When Rachel got engaged to Jason, Lena was thrilled. Jason was a quiet guy, thoughtful and easy to like. He wasn't loud like Rachel or sarcastic like Lena, but he fit into their trio well enough. The wedding was set for September, and Lena was honored to be maid of honor. At first, the planning was fun: bridesmaid group chats, venue tours, Pinterest boards. But slowly, subtly, things started to shift. Lena first noticed it at Rachel's engagement party. Ethan made a dumb pun about champagne, something about bubbly personalities. Lena groaned. Rachel laughed like he'd just done stand up. It seemed harmless until it kept happening. The compliments, the playful punches on the arm, the way Rachel's hand lingered just a second too long on Ethan's shoulder. The extra text messages, just asking about venue lighting or could Ethan help build the flower arch. Lena's stomach began to twist. At first, she told herself she was being jealous, paranoid. Rachel was her best friend. She was getting married. What reason would she have to flirt with her maid of honor's boyfriend? So Lena ignored it until she couldn't. It was the bachelorette weekend in Lake Tahoe. Rachel rented a massive cabin. There were matching pajamas, champagne flutes with their names, and one night where things got weird. That night, after everyone had passed out, Rachel left her phone on the kitchen counter unlocked. Lena wasn't snooping. She wasn't looking for drama. But when a message lit up the screen and her own boyfriend's name popped up, she couldn't look away. Can't stop thinking about last night. You looked incredible. Lena's heart dropped. She didn't say anything right away. She tried to convince herself it was a joke, a mistake. Maybe Ethan meant it for her. Maybe Rachel replied with wrong person. But deep down, she knew. Back home, Lena confronted Ethan, calmly at first. He claimed it was nothing, that Rachel was stressed, that he was just being supportive. Then Lena brought up the text. That's when he got defensive, said she shouldn't have been looking at Rachel's phone, said she was making things up. The gaslighting started small, a comment here, an eye roll there, but soon Lena was questioning her own reality. So she went to the source, Rachel. She met her at their favorite cafe, tried to explain, asked, begged, really for honesty. Rachel laughed. Ethan? Seriously? You think I'd ever be into him? Come on, Lena, that's insecure. Lena left that cafe feeling like she had imagined everything, like she was the villain for even asking. But what she saw next erased every doubt. 1 week before the wedding, Lena went to her parents' house. Ethan was supposed to drop off a box for the rehearsal dinner. As she got out of her car, she heard soft laughter from the garden. She turned the corner and saw them. Rachel and Ethan, hidden halfway behind a hedge, his hands under her shirt, her legs wrapped around his waist. They were kissing, desperately, like people who'd been waiting too long to stop pretending. Lena's breath left her body. She didn't scream, not at first. Then she did. What the hell is this? They pulled apart like children caught in church. Ethan stammered. It's not what it looks like. Rachel cried, I didn't mean to. But Lena didn't stay to hear it. She ran. She didn't sleep that night. She packed a bag, turned off her phone, and checked into a hotel. Then, she sent Ethan a single message. We're done. Don't contact me again. She didn't cry, not yet. That came later, after the numbness wore off. And then she made a decision. Jason, Rachel's fiancé, the man standing at the altar in a week, blind to everything. He deserved the truth. So Lena called him. And for the first time in weeks, someone believed her. She didn't go to the wedding, obviously. But her cousin Emma did. Emma called that night, breathless. You will not believe what happened. Apparently, everything started normally. Music, flowers, Jason at the altar, Rachel in white. Then, just before the vows, Jason took the mic. Before I make any promises, there's something you all need to know. Gasps. The woman I was going to marry betrayed her best friend with her boyfriend, and I can't pretend I don't know that. He turned, apologized to Lena's parents, then walked out. Rachel crumpled, literally fell to the floor. The wedding ended before it began. Lena's phone blew up. Her mother accused her of ruining everything. Her dad asked if she could have just waited. Rachel, still radio silence. Ethan sent one final text. You could have handled this differently. She blocked him. The pain wasn't gone, but now at least it had a shape, a name, a beginning and an end. And then a letter arrived from Jason. A simple thank you. You told the truth when it mattered. I'm sorry no one stood beside you sooner. She read it 3 times, taped it inside her closet. Proof that she wasn't crazy. It's been 6 months. Lena's healing. Slowly, she's back in therapy. Dating again carefully this time. She doesn't ignore red flags anymore. And she doesn't let people tell her what her gut is or isn't allowed to feel. Rachel never apologized. Ethan faded away. But Lena? Lena is standing. Not whole, not unscarred, but stronger than the girl who once asked, Am I overreacting? So if you've ever been told you're imagining things if your gut whispers, but no one believes you, let this be your reminder. You are not crazy. You are not dramatic. You are not wrong for seeing what's right in front of you. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, sometimes the truth costs everything, but silence costs even more.